This is a pretty tricky stereo center assignment problem. So take a look at the molecule shown below. What you see is some sort of ribose ring, and we have assignments at carbons 3 and 4, which are stereo centers, but we don't have any nomenclature. So what you have to do is recognize that this is the number 1 carbon here because it's attached to the hydroxyl. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to know the numbering system for the ring. So let's assign priorities using the Conn, Prelog, Ingold, CIP rules. And what does it say? That the atoms attached to the chiral carbon should be assigned number 1, that is the largest, number 4 is the smallest. So our number 1 is oxygen and our 4 is hydrogen. Is pretty easy to follow, but 2 and 3 are more tricky. So what can we do? We have to go into overtime and extend out. And as we go up here, what we look is what is attached to this. What we see then is going to be an O, a C, and an H. And what, as you see here, and what is attached over here is a CCH. The oxygen has a higher atomic number than the carbon. So what we can do is assign our 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what we do then is we draw an arrow from 1 to 3, and it looks counterclockwise, but it's an apparent S. And the reason why it's apparent is because the number 4 group has to be in the back if it is going to be truly an S configuration. But how do we know this is in the front or the back? There's no wedged and there's no hatched lines. So the way we know that is because of the way the Haworth projection is drawn. This is intrinsically in the front. That's the convention for the way this structure is presented to you. And so what we do is we reverse the S into an R, and what we can do is play the same trick with the number 4, assign our priorities. We get the actual 4 is the hydrogen. We have 3 carbons. This carbon here is bound to 3 hydrogens. That must be the number 3 carbon. And then as we go into overtime over here, what we see is that basically we have our assignments 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what you should do is take a look at what these are bound to and appreciate this configuration assignment. And then what we notice is that the number 4 is in the front like the other one. And so we reverse the apparent S to an R, and we get the 3R, 4R assignment. And so I hope that when you see those on the MCAT, you'll have no trouble doing them.